So we left it when I'd have to retcon the end slightly. I was tired. There's no way you'd get a rebel agent phoning you on a pub phone. It doesn't make any sense. What actually would have had to happen is Andy, you'd have had to borrow Cade's pocket computer, and contact, send your secret signal, whatever, to get into contact. And we pick up where you've been offered a chance to join the rebellion. He's got back and set up some coordinates. So are you going to go through with it? You are still in at this point. You're still in the cantina, having your sort of celebratory drink after kicking the arse of those Sam people last time. Any other business that needs taking care of before you try and get yourself set up?
I mean, I don't think so in the cantina, unless there's anything of note that's sticking.
Well, in that case, are you all in that case decided that you're going to take this up, that the rebellion's the way forward, and
No.
In that case, if there's any objections, this is the time we have we have the discussion in the pub now before it goes any further.
Objection.
So Cade will be dead set against joining up. He's happy to work for the rebellion if they're going to pay him, but he won't join up.
I suppose like Koda's the same in that he works for the rebellion, and he won't take any contract from the Empire.
Yeah.
In a way, and is happy to work for the rebellion, but it doesn't do anything for free.
Is that viable then? Will your contacts still give us work so we can earn money? Which money is the priority for everyone, really, isn't it? And your contact. Sorry, Tom.
No.
Well, it'll be. The problem would be that you're not going to be given coordinates to a base unless you're fully in. There's
okay.
Well, we've got too risky to have contractors actually
want to build up to maybe.
I'd say as long as I'm paid on time.
Yeah, well, the payment's 1 credit per day, unless apart from any special rewards you might earn or things you can steal and sell. But you get full bed and board, and you get access to a secret rebel base.
It sounds like that's not happening. So your contacts, what will he do then? Will he give us missions?
Well, yes. I mean, up to the Far East, it's provided very lucrative contracts.
Okay.
Which have been paid on time, and without any disruption.
Okay.
I very much trust the rebellion more. I don't trust anybody, but I trust the rebellion more than I trust the Empire.
Well, yeah, I don't trust the Empire at all. I want to bring them down as hard and as fast as possible. But so that begs the question for Dio: is the ship comfortable for 4 lads and a massive Wookiee?
I mean, listen, lads. The ship was kind of. It's a good ship. Don't get me wrong.
The answer's no.
But it was kind of built with droids in mind, and it's been converted. It's great cover for smuggling. Don't get me wrong, because nobody stops a ship that's being manned by droids only, and that's when they see it. That's what they think, and that's what the code gives out. So they never stop it, but it's a little bit tight on the personal quarters.
So what Cade said then? No.
I'll try.
I
I mean, give me the time. I've got the tools. I can do something.
Your ship
I've-
does actually. It does. It does
I've
have
been
just
sleeping rough for a long time now, so I'm comfortable on the floor. If it's
No, it can smell
somewhere
it.
where I
Just
can just
bed.
rest and eat, yeah,
It can
that's
take
fine.
6 passages.
You've got a room. It's just it's you have to climb down the ladder, and it's
Yeah.
It's a work in progress,
a small kitchen. Yeah, I mean,
and that's me
Just
being
look-
polite.
stop
Well,
sacking my ship off.
how about we take this view of the rebellion as well? Because I'm not sure, but we want to take the Empire down. I mean, we can all agree on that. Yes? No?
Yes, as long as you take a shower, you smelly shit. You fucking stink.
Bowman would look towards Karrakk at this
Oh,
point
I
and
was
go,
not
"That's a bit
expecting
rude,
that
isn't
at
it?"
all. That caught me off guard.
And you hang around with him. Rude.
So as far as it goes with the point to argue with you, Sam, would be the Empire are going to treat you as a traitor no matter what. Now,
Oh, yeah, no, he's well aware of this fact, but he's also made the mistake of joining one regime
yeah.
and very quickly became disenchantized with it. So he's here to look after his brother, basically, and not
So
join
yeah.
up again.
So if
At this point in
Dio
time,
goes, though, you're going to go, aren't you?
Well,
well,
baby
someone's got to
steps.
put his arse out the fire.
Baby steps. We'll see. Well, how about we work a few contracts, build up
I've got
some.
no issues with the work.
Well, yeah, maybe
What-
build up the reliability, build up the
I'll tell
contacts.
you what. I'm liking this. What we can do is before the official start of this adventure, which is when you're joining, I'll say we can happily say that you've been on a few simple missions for the rebels, like which you've been paid for, things like gun running, smuggling large amounts of cash, that sort of thing. But not, you've not been stopped. It's all gone smoothly, and I will even award the party 500 credits for work they didn't do, and that's not going to happen again. So we could safe to say that we'll say you've had 3 missions and it's all gone completely tickety boo, and you've built up. All of you have built up a bit more trust with Tyree, who's been your contact all this time. You've actually met him now, and it turns out, Dave, this is what it turns out. He starts talking about home. He's from Questor.
Get away.
Yeah.
So when did you? Oh, okay, right. Well, yeah, I'll perhaps have a chat with Tyree at some
You
point. Then.
recognise his accent. He's got a Questor accent. He's a bit farmery.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
got a
It's like,
combine harvester.
yeah.
He'll give you the key.
You've not met him personally, or at least you don't think you have. But he seems to know the areas he talks about at home are areas where basically it could have been your neighbour almost. So that's interesting. So we'll say you've been paid. How are you feeling now about Tyree? Will tell you himself, and when you've delivered your last shipment of guns. Are you ready to join you? Do you trust us? So I know I've made some headway with Boman, and I've got on great with the rest of you. You've got everything it takes to be rebels. It's only 1 credit a day, but you do get to keep what you steal.
I'm
It's all
assuming
on
with
you,
this time
Cade.
together now, they understand my Wookiee speak now, so I can talk like a
I'm
normal
going to
human.
say
Perfect,
that because we'll say the downtime is a perfect excuse for that to have happened. So yeah, they can you can communicate amongst the rest of them pretty normally now.
Amazing. So I can practice my really shitty British accent then going forward.
Have we all had an extra 100 credits, by the way?
I heard Mark say we get an extra 500 each.
No, I said 500. Which, come on,
Well,
you didn't actually really do anything, so
so
that's quite good.
What I've learned here now is I've been taught by Mark is if I make the transition in the story awkward, we get rewarded with credits that we don't even have to earn.
if it's being rewarded for bad behaviour is what's just happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, because if Tyre's, if we're sort of playing this through as Tyre is offering it to us, but he's on like a comm link. I mean, in fairness, we haven't even been introduced to the ship yet. We haven't even been introduced to D6 yet. But
well, we can go back. We can flash back to any of that you like.
When you meet D6, he looks like an Imperial R2 unit, but has clearly been cobbled together with a few non-Imperial R2 unit bits. His paint is a bit chipped. He's a little bit rusty at the odd joint. And whenever he communicates with Cade, he permanently sounds pissed off, a bit like Cade does, really. He almost emulates Cade's behaviour. And he just seems very cantankerous around the rest of you.
How does it sound, Sam?
Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
Fuck off, Andy.
I can hear the frustration in his voice.
You're a cunt. Yeah. Okay.
he's got a background hum of "fuck yourself, Johnson."
Well,
Right.
ship.
For the first time, I was actually being genuine. Then I actually wanted to know how he sounded, but fuck you guys.
Right. So when you get to the ship, it looks like a big firefly, a big insect. And as I said, it's much taller than it is wide, which is weird for ships. You're not used to this. They're usually wide and not so tall. It's got 2 gun turrets on each wing with laser cannons that can swivel around a full fire arc, if you like, full turret fire arc. And it's got a little ion cannon, twin ion cannon thing in its face, and the windscreens look like 2 big eyes. When you get into actually, Tom, the ship it's based on, because I've never seen it before. The ship is based on, is it exactly the same size, or would it be bigger or smaller than the actual one?
It'd be about the same size, but it's obviously mostly cargo capacity.
Yeah.
With very little in the way of other crew complements that have been cobbled together.
Well, the bridge has 5 seats around it, which are for pilot and co-pilot. Co-pilot is usually the person who operates the shields, but doesn't have to be. There's also the 2 seats, one each for a gunner, where you get a heads-up display based on a camera on the cannon, so you can see where you're firing. And then there's another one is for the ion cannon gunner,
which is front mounted.
I'd like to think that if we're still in Mos Eisley and we're walking towards the spaceport, as Dio is pointing us towards the ship, as we get the first view of it, Boman would sort of take a step back, look around to Dio and say, "Nice. What's the name?"
I like to call it the Last Gambit, although its official designation is a load of random numbers because it was a droid ship at one point in its life. But yeah, the Last Gambit.
Last Gambit.
And it's been, like I don't know how if you want to style it as though you've done the refit, or whether it's something that you came into in your ill-gotten youth. How long you've had it, we don't, this is all up to you, obviously. But it's as it stands, you can't tell from the inside that it was a droid ship. It's been fully fitted out for human-sized or slightly bigger crew. I say it's got room to comfortably carry 6. There's 6 bunks. There's 5 of you, so you've got a spare.
Yeah, Karrakk
it's-
takes 2.
And I would imagine it has a reasonably lived-in, sort of homely type feel, because to begin with, your ship is kind of your home.
Yeah, so I think as Dio's kind of, he takes you on board the ship. Is like, so it kind of came to me in this kind of the internal refit was done before I took ownership, but I did add the 2 360 cannons and the iron cannons on front. They didn't come as part of the package. The bunks were a little bit. So you've all seen Firefly, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's a similar thing. You have to climb up and down ladders to get into your quarters, and they're very small. Because the primary focus of the ship is obviously cargo. And I
was
also
thinking
did.
about you. Oh, sorry, Tom. Go
I also did. He's going to pull up the floor on the main walkway to the up to the bridge, and there's like a small hidden scanner resistant compartment that will fit about 9 people in it.
Oh, nice.
Like this, we added too. Because I need to
taking
make
some naughty things. The way I've thought about the rest, because your ship's tall, Tom. See what you think to this as an idea for the cargo bay, rather than it being incredibly narrow, but you can have loads of tall stuff. How about you have little repulsor lift things that just so you fill the hold, press a button, it just goes bzzz, up to the top, fill it up again, press a button, bzzz, up to the top. You can do that 3 or 4 times or whatever. Does that sound like a
for the main cargo
way of
hold?
doing
Yeah,
for
I
your
think
cargo. Yeah.
But
And
what I
then
was thinking is, you see where that black dome is on the art at the very front? I think that's where all the crew quarters and the bridge is, and the rest is literally cargo. So it's quite a small space for the crew. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But so the
that
full
repulsor lift
complement.
stuff's a really cool idea, where it's like in the bay, almost like an automated, like they call them reach trucks, where they goes up with forks and puts stuff in a bay and then comes back down. Yeah, I like that a lot.
And when
Right,
Dio
that's awesome.
When
Go
Dio
on.
says we fitted this scanner resistant thing, when he says it came, no, and he'll point at himself and D6, we fitted.
I was using the royal we, the royal plural. As the captain
Funny
of this
that.
boat.
So any
I can
more?
also officiate weddings.
Have we got any more sort of flashback bits you want to role play through for your first couple of missions, or are we happy to?
I think as Boman heads towards the cockpit, he would naturally gravitate towards the co-pilot seat then. Mostly heading towards the console that controls the shields, and he'll look towards DM and say, this configuration, it's exactly the same as I use back home. I can operate this quite easily. Unless anyone else has any particular speciality in Starship Shields.
In it, but...
So we know Tom's pilot. So we're now looking for 2 gunners and an ion cannon operator.
Well, I invested in Starship Gunnery a little bit. I've got. But I think I was going to take the worser of the guns in case we needed to do repairs.
Oh, you'll be iron cannon. You'll be iron cannon man. Iron cannon man. That sounds awesome. That sounds like the best superhero ever.
Hey, I've got a 5D in Starship Gunnery.
Yeah, so you'll have a laser cannon. Well, the other one's going to have to be you, Lou. So it doesn't matter how rubbish you are, you're better than nothing.
What am I doing?
Firing
I've
a Starship.
I've got a 3D in it. So
all good then. So
among repulsor lift repair technology.
Nice.
If your cargo lift
You,
goes
you've got
bang,
you
I
get
can
the
help fix
message
it.
from Tyree saying, are you?
I do have one other piece of order, Mark. Actually,
Go for it.
Because as we're running these missions, you'd be noticing that Boman is becoming more into himself. He goes through spells of not talking to you for long periods of time. And if you find him, if you catch him, perhaps in the crew room, or if he's just in the cockpit, then he's sort of in a sort of meditative state. And it'll be when Cade walks through, perhaps we're in hyperspace on a long run. And as Cade walks through, you'll sort of see him in this meditative state as his eye just opens and looks towards Cade. And he'll say, you know, you're force sensitive. You know that.
Now you're trying to sell me on a religion.
No, you are. You are. I mean, whether you choose to do anything about it or not, it's up to you. Of everyone here and everyone that I've ever met, it's only you that I've ever sensed. And this is now, I'm several days into this, and every time it's you that I sense.
What does that mean to me?
Well, as far as I'm aware, from what I've been learning from this holocron, is, I mean, if we find a master, we could learn. If I progress, I might be able to teach you a bit. I'm not trying to sell you on it. You know me a little bit now. You know I don't, but I still don't kind of fully believe why we're here, but it's happening. Everything that I've foreseen has happened so far. So I'm embracing it. All I'm saying to you is you have that potential as well.
You've still got. Remember, Sam. You've still got his lightsaber and kyber crystal in your possession.
I think I'll stick to my engines for now.
Have you?
Koda will walk past the conversation and say, "Less meditating, more bathing. You smelly shit."
Now Boba's going to look towards Cade and say, "You don't smell. What's he? He's got. He's obsessed with people around me that smell. I mean, if I tell you what, Koda, go and get me a tin opener, and I'll tell you what a smell is." Fucking.
I'm not bonking with you. That's all I'm saying.
So,
excuse me.
He will just as Koda's finished and walked past. Thank you, Johnson. He'll continue to say to Cade, "So, have you had any more thoughts about this lightsaber? Because I am going to need it. Have you managed to fix it?"
You know you'd have been tinkering with it, Sam, slyly when no one was looking, because you'd never seen one before. You want to have a look.
And that's sort of what I imagine there would be a moment, a very momentary glance that indicates what he's about to say isn't quite the truth, and it'll be no, and he'll simply say to you, "No, it's in a box," and that's where it will stay.
So, anything more before we move on to the crunch question? Is when is now putting it to you. Do you want to become full-fledged members? You've been
Yeah.
a brilliant sell. We can use everyone and anyone that wants to. He says, I know you've all got reasons. I know there's all reasons why you'd be thinking no, but there's going to be nowhere safe in the galaxy. You know, this is going to affect everyone anyway. So, come on, guys, you may as well be on the front line, do something about it.
I suppose Koda will be thinking. He'll be thinking quite deeply about it. He hates the Empire. He's indifferent about the rebellion. But thinking that if the galaxy is going to be safer, especially safer to travel, it's going to make his passage back to Mandalore a whole lot easier if he was to extinguish the Empire.
I
yeah.
feel like that potentially we may be aware this conversation was coming as things have escalated.
Mm.
And I like to think maybe before the end of the last mission, Cade will collar his brother at some point alone and say to him, you know, things are obviously progressing. I mean, what are we doing? Where is this going?
So
You've got debts to pay, and we need to get them gone.
yeah. Here's my 2 cents. And I'm not going to jump into it both feet. I've done this once before, and I've dropped you in the shit, and I won't do it to you a second time. So this is a conversation, not a dictation. I owe some very dangerous people a lot of money. I know what the Pike Syndicate did to the last captain of this ship. If I don't pay them, they will do the same or worse to me.
Well, shit, you're the Pikes. I didn't realise you're the Pikes.
That being said, the rebellion may offer some protection from Pike Syndicate should I be unable to pay. They're also offering us the potential to sell anything that we can take from the Imperial from our various misadventures to sell in order to pay this debt off. At the moment, I'm on top of my payments. I don't see how joining up can be any harm. We can always walk away later if we need to.
And wait.
I've
You've
got
got
a
to
shit name.
remember, this can put me back on some radars that we do not need me on.
And that's, wow. If we do it right, they'll never know we were there. They'll never know we were involved. So what I would say is it, yes, we do it, but we need to be very careful about what we do.
You do both know. There's a nagging. You both know. Are both thinking right now that, yeah, and it'd be quite good fun. It would be quite good fun.
If it's offered and we're going to go for it, we need a get out plan.
The
And
ship's
it's
a get out
agreed.
plan.
We agree to it, and the minute it turns south, we're gone. Even if we have to leave these three behind, we're gone. Because
if that's how it needs to be.
The Pikes are ruthless, and if you ain't got the money, they'll go home and get the money.
I know. But right now, I have the money. I'm on top of the payments. I have my next 2 payments.
Well, if this turns south, we are gone. And we go back to spending for ourselves.
That's what it needs to be, brother. That's what it needs to be. One more thing. That lightsaber. No, you don't like it. If we're going to do this, we're going to need it.
You've heard the same story as I was told as a child. You're aware of the previous war and what those things can do. That will bring even more attention our way.
I'm not saying that we use it all the time, but again, if we're in a situation where shit goes south, that might be the difference maker between us getting out alive and us ending up in an Imperial gulag for the rest of our lives. I'm not saying use it willy-nilly. I mean, you're the sensible one and it's in your hands. But we need it to work. Just in case.
I'll think about it.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
Right, so that happened. That conversation was a couple of days ago. And now
Yeah.
now the question's actually being asked for real, and you've got the guy standing there waiting. Obviously, Andy said his piece, which was excellent.
Cade will just give.
Lewis goes where
Yeah.
Koda goes. Bowman's made his mind up, so it's just
Cade will give Dio the nod.
We're in.
Yeah.
We're in.
Coda's
is
going
all.
to turn to Dio and Aiden, bump his chest and say, "Good 9."
Right. I'm going to give
Although
all
do be
of-
careful because he's obsessed with smelly people.
Yeah.
No, Bowman, he's telling you get a shower, so go and take a fucking shower.
Oh,
I'm going to give all of you a
Fucking
even
thing.
Lewis, just for being quiet and power and strong
You
and
didn't say what
silent.
I was going
Um,
to say.
Even the fucking Wookiee's a breath of fresh air compared to you, smelly
I'm
shit.
gonna give everyone a skill point for
Nice.
bit of nice story building there.
Thank you.
thank you, Mark.
Simple up.
So, you've said yes. You've set it up. He's told you the way you're going to be meeting. It's obviously as little detail as possible. And you're in a particularly grotty bar on Bothan's planet. I forgot the proper name of Bothan's planet because it's hard to say, but that's why everyone calls it Bothan's planet. It's the 4th planet of the system. Bothan Prime is a giant gas giant, the biggest, the first, a hot Jupiter. Nothing lives there. 4th planet out is the habitable one, and the Bothans you may not have heard of. They're a race of
Spies.
creatures. They're very good spies, and all the spy networks from pretty much everyone run through Bothan's planet at some stage. So it's quite a spy orientated type secrety place. The industry's mainly gone, and the place you've been told to go, you've not been told where it is, but it's an abandoned lithium mine, and I can't remember what lithium is for. But it's you've been told who to ask for, what to say, so they'll know it's genuine. And you've basically been ferried in a ground car. An agent's turned up. It's not Tyree. It's someone local. Has turned up, driven you. They've not said anything to you. Completely silent. They've just opened the vehicle doors and driven you through to this abandoned mine. And we're talking about he's had to go through loads of chain link fences with padlocks, taking out all getting it through warning signs saying warning, keep out. Loads of other stuff until eventually he drops you off, and then have you got the picture of Mesa 291?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you are. And you've also, I'll say I don't know who would have got it, but one of you has been given a data slate map, which is effectively all it does is it's got you on it and the way you're supposed to go, so you can find your way basically. You also know that when you get to where it's supposed to go, this one it'll just dissolve. The thing will cease to exist. So you're going in. It's
Mission.
very dark.
What's the mission?
Accept it.
You're going to meet Tyree, and he's going to take you from here to a secret rebel base.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. I think I'd like to think with a data slate, it's handed to Koda, who gives it to Boman, who gives it to Karrakk, who gives it to Dio, who then goes to his brother. And then Cade's clearly the map reader of the party.
He just rolls his eyes.
And Dio hesitates. He's like, I don't want to do this because it's gone through every other person. But it's got to be done. But I like.
I think for this one, D6 would be with us.
Okay.
I think I'm going to make that call.
Right.
So we're going in then, chaps.
The ship has been, by the way, you've been told where to berth. The people that you've berthed with are friendly, if you know what I mean. That's where you met your guide that's driven you out here. And it's literally there's a little ready out bit which says a rebel agent codenamed Tyree arranged to help each of you join the Rebel Alliance. Following his instructions, you have travelled to an old mine on Bothan's planet with your companions. You made your way past several warning signs and old fences to get to the mine. And you are literally where that picture, you're outside there. Inside, you can see the doors, the doors only half closed. Inside is pitch black, absolutely pitch black.
It's, I tell you what, Cade, it'd be handy if we had like a big glowing rod type thing, wouldn't it, in this situation? If for nothing else. I mean, just saying.
How much are chem lights? Out of curiosity.
Have none of us got a torch?
No, you haven't. But what you
D6
can do,
does.
D6 has a torch, and the map is effectively you could theoretically follow it blind, as long as you made sure you weren't walking into things. You can see where you can go to get to the different parts of the. It looks like it's taking you through a couple of branching tunnels, but as you say, with the droid, he has got a little lamp. You can see dimly in front of you, and you follow the map all the way to the area. It says it's apart from where D6's light is pointing, everything else is pitch black. But you can see basically it's you've never, most of you, I don't imagine, have seen the inside of a Lydian mine, but it's all sort of like plasteel constructs, propping up this enormous central tunnelway, 20 meters across. You could easily fly a starfighter down it. That's how wide this tunnel is. But the map's taking you off into these side tunnels, which are, say, you can work out from the little beam of light that these tunnels are about 2.5, 3 meters wide. And where it's led you is what looks like an old storage room type thing. The door's unlocked, so one of you presses the button, opens up, and inside is a very pretty pokey little storage room where you can see there's plenty of tools lying around. So Sam, you could basically pick up anything apart from big stuff like plasma welders. You can pick up in here.
Why
I mean,
can I pick up a plasma welder?
they're all because they're big.
On the Wookiee carrier.
But there's also, I mean, you can see from there's a countdown on your little data slate thing that says that you're early. Basically, you've got Tyree's due here to meet you here in 20 minutes, so you've got 20 minutes to kill. What you can see is there are crates in this room. There is an old crate which you can see has a strange mark on it, but it could easily be a rebellion marker, and a new crate with the same marker. And the crates look like, the crate, you've seen the crates in Star Wars, what they look like the thing they take into with the sensor array in it.
Yeah.
That sort of crate. So one's clearly older than the other. This mine's been abandoned for at least 30 years. But yeah, you just wait till you've got 20 minutes and 2 crates.
I open both.
This mine.
You
If this
certainly
mine's
can open both.
abandoned, what's there a new crate doing here?
That is what Tyree's left for you. What he told you beforehand is a few years ago this was used as a storage place for the Alliance, but it started to become too unstable, so they gave up. They gave up using it. But one of these things has been here for ages. One of them is what Tyree said he'd drop you some stuff, so you are expecting one new crate.
Okay.
So Andy's opening the crates. Which one are you going for first, Andy? The old one or the new one?
I'll go for the old one first, mate, please.
Right, the old one. Right, it's got 4, and you can see they're a bit, they're a bit damp looking, but they look to be in perfectly good order. There were 4 blast jackets, which is like a blast vest, but they've got arms, so they protect your arms as well. There's 4 of them. There is 4 helmets, protective helmets like the Andor, like the ones they had on Andor, pretty much Endor even. You've got 4 pairs of trousers with the blast trousers with the plates inside to make, so effectively these things provide, if you put all of the bits on, covers your whole body. It's +1 versus energy weapons, plus a dice versus physical weapons, and it has no penalties of any kind.
I'm thinking about giving all this clothes to. The way I picture Boman is like a naked hobo. He's just in like a loincloth. He's like crazy old man. So just like
Am I Spike
him.
Milligan from the Life of Brian?
You're my punching bag this campaign.
In fact, it wasn't. It was. I'm the juniper bush man, aren't I? I've got robes on, but I'll go with it.
So
Well,
time's ticking anyway. So you've probably had 10 minutes getting changed into this new stuff. Are you going to open the other box?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'll put the armor on, but I'll put my leather jacket on over the top of my armor.
Yeah, you can fit that.
It
works a bit like flak armor in 40k. So in the box there is. I've just been there. I've lost it.
And I've now covered my modesty, so Koda doesn't get embarrassed.
You've still not had that bloody shower, Bowman. You were told.
There are 5 of these, which I'm going to show you. That's a Merson Model 44. There were 5 of them with their serial numbers scored out.
Is that better than my existing blaster?
It's a blaster pistol, so no, it isn't. But it's got a better range than you've already got a blaster pistol anyway.
I've got a heavy blaster pistol.
You've got a heavy blaster and a blaster carbine, so it'd be pointless for you, to be fair. But if anybody else with their 4
the word
dice,
blaster in one sentence.
yeah, lots. The pistol. So if anybody wants a pistol, say it's a better range than a heavy, but not as good as a rifle, and it's 4 dice damage.
Oh, what's the range on it?
So short range is 3. So personal's 310. Then it's 30, and then 100. I mean, we'll take them.
4 dice.
4 dice. Blaster carbine's probably still better. That's 30 at 3.
That's still a 2-handed weapon, though. You need both. You'd have to hold it to fire it, if you get me.
Right. So
the
blaster
pistol is blatant one-handed.
My pistol's 60 + 2.
But the only advantage of these ones, the advantage of these pistols to Tom's and Sam's, is that they've got no limit on how often they can fire. So your big massive blasters have a fire rate of 1, which means you can only fire them once a round. These you can fire any number of times, but they are only 4 dice.
I'll slip it in my boot as a backup.
Yeah, it's one of those you might as well. There are also 5 utility belts, which look very much like the Stormtrooper ones, but they're camoed. And these contain 5 blaster packs for the pistols each. Each one's got a 15-meter synthy rope with a little grappling hook, and they can be attached together with magnetic connectors, so you can add and have much longer ropes. There are also, this is the exciting box, you see. There are I'm trying to think if you know. Yeah, Andy, you definitely know. There are 4 frag grenades.
Oh, I love them.
There are also 4 smoke grenades.
Oh, these. Sorry, these aren't part of the utility belt. Then these are separate.
No, these are in the utility belt's just got it's got holster, blaster packs, and rope.
Okay.
Well, I'll divvy up the grenades to whoever wants.
Smoke grenades don't do any damage. They make smoke. So obviously, you know that. And there are also box. It's a very exciting box. There are Ford low rods, which are effectively posh name for a torch.
I throw one to Boman.
And there are also 6 headset-mounted comlinks.
Well, we'll need
Good
one of them
lord.
each.
Yeah, you
How
could
many-
take it. You could fit one under your helmet, Andy. No problem.
Right.
You can just wedge it in there. You can probably get it fitted.
How many smoke grenades were there, Mark? Sorry.
4 frag grenades and 4 smoke grenades.
Okay. Who wants a frag grenade and a smoke grenade?
Dio,
We've
you're
got
like,
skill-
I'll take a
skill.
frag grenade. Yeah, sound. Big grin on his face.
Kate's behind him looking at thingy going,
The grenades. I mean, you'll have. I'm sure you've got the stats for grenades, on the thing. But they're frag grenades. It's 5 dice damage at close range, and then it's got a blast radius, and it does less damage the further away from it you are. But in enclosed spaces, they're quite horrible. Effectively,
What have I already got, Mark? Is it a thermal
thermal detonator, which you can they're really heavy. You can only throw it 12 meters, which its blast radius is 20 meters. So you've got to be stupendously careful with them. Effectively, you've got to drop them down holes or fly up high on your jetpack and drop them.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can use it without blowing the fuck out yourself. But they do 10 dice damage. They're insane. They can like level a small building.
If I take 2 frags and 2 smoke, is anybody got
Then
any
there's 2
protection for that?
remaining.
Dio's just got his hand out. Big grin on
Yeah,
his
okay.
face.
Well, you take the other 2. No one's got a grenade skills, I imagine.
no.
So, it's not like you're going to be particularly better than anybody else. So you've got that out, and you see at that point the timer, as you can see, tick down to nothing. The data slate with the map has effectively just frazzled itself into oblivion and is just a sparking mess. And Tyree's still not here. And you're reckoning now he's probably about 5 minutes late. And you've had plenty of time to get everything together, get stuff out of the crates and everything else. But now you're realizing, no, he should definitely have been here by now. And you hear a tootling, annoying sort of noise coming from outside the door. The door opens on its own, and in rumbles another R2 unit. He hasn't got a speech vocab, but you can see he's asking, you getting a bleep on your pocket computer, Sam, and he's asking to connect. Do you allow him to connect to your pocket computer?
Does he look like an Empire?
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
do you
He,
know?
no, he doesn't. He looks like a regulation standard off the
Off the
shelf.
shelf.
Yeah.
I click yeah.
Right. Pops up. He says, "My name's R2DO. Dio's he's been hurt. They've been on to us all along. There are stormtroopers at the front door now. Please follow me. Please, we have to get out of here as soon as possible."
I can
So
bait
this
this
is the
for the rest
first
of the
time that
team.
you'll probably hear like Karrakk kind of chuckle to himself and go, "Karrakk going to have some fun."
Yeah.
You grab blast carbine and
Right then. So you can actually now you're in the dark. This new R2 unit's rumbled in, and his little head spinning around. D6 has just backed up in the corner, thinking, "Whoa, the fuck's this knob?" But
Exactly.
and you can tell he's incredibly animated. He's like, "Follow me!" Comes through and says, "Quickly!"
Filing in behind Karrakk.
Are you following the droid?
It is the one we're looking
Yes.
for.
All the way through, he's telling. He says, "I'm Tyree's astromech." He says, This is he's had to fly. They're onto us the whole time. He's had to draw off the main force to give us a chance. There's still some at the front. He's drawn off most of them, but he just told me to get you to the hangar, and he's going to come back for us. So just please follow. Just follow. And it's pitch black still, but I mean, I assume you've got the. Has anyone switched the glow rod on?
Yeah, I'll turn the glow rod on.
Yeah, so you're in.
You walk around going.
Look, I'm responsible with my toys.
Are glow rods, are they single use?
No. I mean, it does give them. It says they've got 100 hours of life, but I mean, this is, what are the batteries like in Star Wars? They can keep a lightsaber running for millennia. I think I think it's safe to say they don't run out. Not in
And we can
anyone's
charge for
lifetime
ships
anyway. And yeah, you can charge them at the ship. So you said there's 4 of those. Always relatively handy. One of the things you can do in future, Andy, is have infrared stuff built into your helmet. That stuff you can, pay for upgrades, which would be nice. So you're following the droid. He tootles off into the darkness. You're following him. You can see in the tunnel you're in, as you can see from the glow torches, is a bit different to the ones you've been in. It looks a bit more decrepit. In fact, it looks like.
We're playing Star Wars, not Alien.
Well, yeah,
Right.
It looks a lot like
this one's
Alien.
got. You can see all the power cables around here. It's even more decrepit than the others. The lights haven't come on yet, by the way, so you haven't. It does show a light in that, but it's your torch light that you're seeing it, and you can see the sparking. These cables you can see running along the floor. They're sparking like they've got bits missing, like they've been bitten.
Whoa!
Thank you.
And 2 creatures shriek from above and
Mark,
swoop
I said
down
no, thank you.
the tunnel way. Yeah, you're coming in that way where Dave's just put himself. And put yourselves in the order that you would have been in.
It's me and Tom have got our tokens on first, so we can go at the back.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be 3 and 2, wouldn't it? Or as close to.
It's not chess. It's not chess, Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you tell what it is yet?
Yeah, it's a Gundark.
It's not.
Isn't
It's
it?
a Mynock.
Oh, of course, it's a Mynock.
They're chewing on the power cables. That's literally what they're doing. Dio would have been in. Dio would have been in the lead because you're following him. One of them goes straight for him. The other one goes.
Do you mean Cade?
Yeah, I'll learn.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Checkmate. I'm sorry.
Right then. So if we could have an initiative roll, then please. Right, my roll is
Sausage.
14. Oh,
We've got
you beat
15.
it. Yeah, you've got 15. I rolled really well then, bastards.
So did I.
Yeah. So when you see one of these things goes straight for Dio, and the other one's trying to get. I'm going to say that I wish I'd done some R2 unit tokens now. That there is D6, and the other one seems to be trying to get through Andy to get to him.
Ooh.
So as I say, they're there, and it's all your attacks now. Cade, go for it.
I'm going to take one action with a move.
Okie dokie. You can do
Me too.
You can either. Right, you can. Everybody else? What? How many actions?
2.
2. Cade, you first.
So I'm going to use my free move to move in front of 6.
Yep.
And then I'm going to shoot the shit out of the monster in front of Koda.
Go for it. Give us a blaster roll.
19 to hit.
Oh yes, most definitely. Damage. This is going to splatter big time, man. It's-
Whoa.
23.
You know what its strength is? You know how many dice I get to roll?
Nope.
1.
I figured that was this.
He gets a 5. So you are how much above? I've got the
18.
Yeah.
I have killed him.
You have killed him outright. Yes, you have.
Destroyed. Controls dead.
I say, jolly good show, Sam.
I don't think.
Nobody fucks with my astromech.
Yeah, they're going for the astromechs because they're after the sucking their power. Yes, I've managed to actually remember how to do that. So next to react, Boman.
Okay. I'm similarly going to stand in front of D6 in a rush of blood. Blaster carbine, 1 shot, 14.
14. It's only 4 minutes. Yeah, it's at short range. That's no problem. I get Ron dice again.
15 damage.
That's 10 more, which I think is either an outright kill or a mortal wound. Soon tell you. Oh, is that all? It is as well. Yeah, it's only incapacitated. Yeah, you've blasted it unconscious. It's not doing anything else. However, this one's incapacitated. Let me,
However, at the dungeon master.
there is a third one that was hiding behind the power cable on the roof. That's going to go again. It's going to fly down. I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to get rid of this. He's dead. He's going to fly over the top of the unconscious one and attempt to. He looks like he's going for Dio again. So who's next? It's going to be Koda. There is still a target for you.
So from where I am, I'll take a heavy blaster pistol shot at the remaining.
Yeah, that's it's close range. In fact, it's point blank, so it's only 1 meter.
1 meter. So if I've chosen to take 2 actions, that's
So you're doing your first shot now. The other thing will get its action before you get to do your second one. But you just get -1. But then again, you only have to beat 3, and it's not interest. It's only got interest in the power cables.
okay.
So yeah, that's going to do it. That's no problem at all. Right, go on, 5 dice. Don't know if
I
can
think
see it.
I think I rolled
Nice
my.
That's what I rolled. So what did you get? What was yours?
There we go. Sorry, it's on a reduced window.
Yeah, so you've hit, and
Yeah,
you've done 10
there we
damage. You've done 9 more. That one's also incapacitated. So that's it. That's it for them. So I mean, see, I'm trying to think if anyone. I think you would know, Dio. You would know that what these were. You'll have seen them, and they were obviously after the droids. They weren't interested in you lot at all, really. So nice one. That's that done.
And Dio's going to stamp on. He's going to go and finish them off.
Yeah. The
'Cause
droid's
they
called
are
Dio
a
as
problem.
well, and he's most amused by the fact that you're called Dio. He thinks that's amazing.
Yeah, but listen here, Clanker. I'm the original Dio.
Yeah. So you've finished on. You're in the. Are you carrying on? Just going to carry on follow the droid? He's already beeping impatiently. Are you going to carry on following him?
Yeah.
Right. Let's see where you're going to be going. So
Is this still a
Very
starter
doubtful of the
campaign,
droid.
Mark, or is this a
this is a starter adventure, but it is reasonably hard.
Ah.
So anyway, it's taking you around, and it looks like you go around a T junction 90 degrees. same corridor, and it looks like you can see lights from them coming up that have been put on in the main, the vast 20-meter corridor. And Dio's heading that way, and he heads right up to the, to the junction where it joins. And all of a sudden, a meter-long blaster bolt goes past him, hits the wall, and carves a head-sized chunk out of the wall. He goes, "Woo!" and pulls back. That's kind of like the noise he made. So he now looks a little bit confused. So he's trying to connect to your pocket computer again. Cade, are you gonna allow him to come through?
Yep.
He's going. That was the way. What? I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. Not sure. I know where it could be. Follow me. Follow me. And he shoots off back the way he came. What you would see. In fact, could I have a technology roll from? Well, anyone actually, if anybody wants to. So you all saw this blaster bolt go past that didn't look right.
I have just invested some character skill points into my technology skill, so I will
Go on,
happily
see
roll
if you
you a
recognise
technology
what
roll.
it. Go on, go for it. 17. Right,
That's all right.
you've seen this kind of thing before working for the Empire. It's a blast. It's not actually one blaster bolt. It's a row of blaster bolts fired very fast, which suggests they've set up a repeating blaster at the entrance. That's where the bolt come from. It sounds very much like the stormtroopers in the building. They are, they
not good.
yeah. They've set up, and anybody that peeks out, I mean, I'd say you can peek out enough to see without forming a relevant target because it's long range anyway. You can see a tripod-mounted cannon set up and two stormtroopers manning it. So that would be, from with a 17, you would strongly believe that to be a medium repeating blaster, and it would blow you apart if it hit you. Very likely. And just to give you an idea of the damage, you saw what it did to the wall, and that would approaches what in game terms would be about 7 dice.
Yeah.
So that's how much damage you'd be taking if they hit you with that. But the droid does follow on. He seems to have regained some confidence in what he's doing. Or are you still going to follow him? He's going, but says he takes you back. If so, can I say you do?
Yeah.
So, Mark,
Yeah.
just before we do,
Yep.
I would like to set a grenade because it says these frag grenades can be set.
Yes, they can.
We want to set a grenade in place in the darkness down this corridor so that if they come down this corridor behind us, it's going to go off, maybe take them out, but we'll hear it so they know that they're coming.
Right. I would say Sam is the man to set that trap up.
What skill is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Demolition.
It's going to be demolitions, yeah.
Do I need to roll for it?
Yes, please.
An okay roll again.
15. That's absolutely. That's absolutely fine. You have. You believe anyway. Successfully, you've just taken a piece of wire from the floor. Set it up. Stuck the grenade somewhere. It looks to be fine. It looks to be a spot on job.
So I like to imagine that Dio turns around to Cade and he's like, "Booby trap," with like this grenade in his hand, and Cade's like it. Takes the grenade, gets it 90% done. Looks at Dio and goes, "We best run." Just in case I got this wrong.
Yep.
Right, as this is all going on, you saw the lights were on in the main corridor. The lights in the other, in the branch corridors also all come on. You hear the PA come to life. It's crackling. It's not been used for a long, long time. And you hear the following. A grim, heartless voice announces, "Attention rebels, this is ISB Officer Mar Barez. I have Imperial warrants charging you all with treason. Give yourselves up now. The law will go easy on you. Resist, we'll hunt you down like swamp rats. There's another huge crackle, and it falls silent. The lights remain on. And you
Mark,
can hear
what's his name?
faint stormtrooper noises coming from the direction of the entrance.
Karrakk will shout at the tannoy and go, Karrakk does not listen to your Maz Baz.
Okay, he can't hear you because the tannoy's not on.
He doesn't know that.
Awesome, anyway. With that, are you going to ignore that and carry on?
What was the guy's name? Sorry.
His name
Mar
is
Barres. I think
Mar M-A-R, and then Barres with double Z.
Boman would be turning towards Cade and saying, "You heard of this fella?"
Mark, have I heard of this fella?
No, he's a middle manager in the ISB on Botham's planet, so he's not vastly important, but
So,
you know.
but I guess at the same time, Cade returns, but I'm like, I was a mechanic. I didn't do the ISB.
Fair enough.
And then
Run.
he will turn to Dio and be like, I fucking warned you. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, but listen, they don't know that we're here. They just know that some rebels are here. It's fine. Right.
He speaks true.
What could possibly go wrong?
At that
Stormtrooper
point,
doesn't shoot you. I'm going to shoot you.
At that exact point, when you say what could possibly go wrong, it's absolutely amazing timing because, where are we?
It's also amazing because that's my quote as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Skill points. That was particularly apt. Far below. Hang on, is it this one? Oh, a low, terrifying rumble resounds from the rock all around you. Pebbles and stones fall from the ceiling, showering the tunnel. Dio whoops a warning. An instant later, 4 mechs and plasteel supports give way. Cracking, groaning, the tunnel is caving in. As cables and pipes tear apart, sizzling down and spewing steam, tons of rock and dirt cascade down, quickly filling the tunnel. Could I have from all of you a dexterity check, please?
No.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Right.
Oh, mine wasn't too bad. I saw Bowman's and thought that was mine.
Where are we?
Oh dear.
Koda
and
Shadow of the Leaf.
Koda and
Dio.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Well, we all got one.
Yeah. You two dodge out of the way. The rest of you, or you three, sorry, isn't it? I said so. It's yeah. There's 2 of you that have been hit by the scrotum. Actually,
Scrotum
if
involved.
anybody, I said dexterity roll. I should have said dodge roll.
Oh, that's
So if
different
anybody
story.
has a better dodge,
Yeah.
Okay then.
I do have
Can we
that
re-roll
dodge.
then?
Yeah.
I'm better dodge.
go on. I'll let you re-roll. Don't re-roll if you did it.
Mine was actually worse somehow.
Right, damn it. Dodge is pretty
Yeah.
good, to be fair.
You
Nice.
got
That's
some
fair.
wild dice in there.
Yeah.
How many? How many wild dice?
One.
No, yeah.
He's sitting on
Rolled 2
60.
wild dice.
Right. You do,
Yes.
however, you're not knocked unconscious by the rubble, and you're not buried, which is nice. But you all take 3d damage, which I'm going to roll now.
You dodged it, Mark. How can we take damage if we dodged it?
Not high, mate. I wouldn't panic. Right, I have rolled 7. So strength rolls beating 7, and it counts as physical damage if for people wearing armor.
That for
No.
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's going to be only if you're wearing a helmet. It's going to hit you on the head. So if you're wearing a helmet, you get your armor plus 1 dice.
So you have to
Right,
roll
try
your
that
physical damage thing.
Yeah, well, it's
Nice.
you get the plus from physical if you've got a hat on. You don't, Lou, but then you're absolutely nails. You've only got to beat 7 with 6 dice.
What am I rolling, Mark? Sorry.
Your strength,
Just my
6d6. Yeah, and
okay.
your target is 7.
Yeah, 21, I'll do.
yeah, it bounces
So
off
if
your
you
head and you go.
No,
"Mm."
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, you're all fine. You've all shrugged it off. Everyone that's rolled is everyone's beat 7. I'm glad I looked that up. It would have knocked you unconscious otherwise. And then you've got to be carried and stuff, which has been avoided. Right, so that's a nasty thing. And I'm so happy that was the encounter that triggers just when he went, what can possibly go wrong? So one side of the corridor is blocked now. Dio sets off going the only way that you can go. Are you still trusting him and following him?
We've got no choice now, have we?
Right. So you're moving on. You're still in a branch tunnel, and it seems like you can see that you're sort of moving a zigzag almost. It seems to be a pattern as you're going through them. So you're leaving the cave in behind. You go around the corner, and what's the next thing? Right. So you've gone. I would say from the cave in, you've gone down a corridor about 20 meters to a T junction. Dio's taking you right another 20 meters. Then he's got another T junction. He's taking you left. That's about 120 meters. And as you're going up, you've heard the stormtroopers about pattering around. It's been easy enough to avoid to avoid them because you can hear them and that you're echoing through the mines. But you can definitely hear some now. Can you place yourselves where you'd want to be as you come out of the corner? You're at the bottom of the. You're coming out of. I don't know if you've got it on here. Is the corner you're coming out of. What order would you be as you start? Obviously, Dio's first. The rest of you, where you're going to be.
I think I'll always be on like kind of Koda's shoulder. I think.
Yeah, I guess I'll be right on that corner, mate. Just
Right. Well, as you come round the corner, you see stormtroopers, 3 of them coming from what will be on this map. What would be north? It's actually not, but so if you zoom out, you'll be able to see where they are, and as they see you, as you notice each other, the lead one shouts, "Rebels, blast them!" Initiative, please.
Yeah.
Right.
how much is a square?
A meter.
Thank you.
Oh, I got 3 for initiative. So yeah, you're all you're definitely more on the ball than the stormtroopers. So
I think you've rolled perception there, Sam, haven't you?
Yes, that's what went wrong. Thanks, Dave.
That's okay, mate. It's just the track a bit. Oh, that's lucky.
Still somehow rolled exactly the same.
yeah, well,
good work.
I managed 3. They only get 2 dice anyway, but I rolled a 2 and a 1. So we've got top of initiative. Take my glasses off now. We've got Lou. What are you doing, sir?
I'm gonna have to try and close the space, aren't I? Really. So one of these squares is for me.
What I'm happy to say, Lou, is because you've been walking around these tunnels. I mean, your main weapons. That's what I forgot. Also, I'm sorry, massive apologies. I only decided to put this in earlier on. It's not in the book. In my own defence, Lou, in the weapons box when you first came in, where the blasters were, there was a little package from oh God, Tyree, addressed to you, but just saying that to my Wookiee friend with a smiley face. When you opened it, you've got 2 spiked knuckle dusters built for Wookiee fists that add +2 to any of your brawl rolls, damage wise.
Nice.
That I was meant to give you back there, but I'm happy to say that you would have had your bowcaster out because you can punch people without drawing a fist. It doesn't make any difference. So I'm happy to say you've got you're not going to get there, in one move, but you can move and shoot if
Okay.
you want well, if you move in 5 meters, no penalties. If you want to move 10 meters, that'll be a -1.
Okay. So I think I'm just going to take my 1 action mark and kind of go my 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's not clipping properly. So you know where I am.
Yeah.
So I mean, like distance-wise, I might
So
might
it's
have a shot with a bowcaster. May as well.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 meters, which is for a bowcaster. Fucking hell. Is it? Missile weapons. Sorry, folks. I thought it'd be on that page with the others, and it's not. So I'll quickly have to get it from.
Haven't you got a bowcaster down, Luke?
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
30, 120, 300? Is that what I'm looking at?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Mark. Yeah, I've got that.
So yeah, you're within. It's short range.
Short
So
range.
it's going to be. It's going to be short range is 6 to 10 to hit. Well, 6 plus.
Yeah.
All I'll do is just roll my bowcaster then, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, short range is 3 to 10 with the bowcaster, yeah?
Oh, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so okay, so it's medium range. So that's going to be medium range. It's going to be that's moderate. So 11 to 15. 11 to 15 is moderate. So 11 plus.
Okay, I'll go for the front guy then. I'll
Yeah.
roll from. It is 21.
21
Yay.
hits. He gets 3 dice to roll back, and you get 5. I give you 5. I give you 5 dice from your bowcaster.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they're really shit. So how much? What's your damage, Lou?
It is 14.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you beat me by 3. That's going to be wounded, isn't it?
Stunned.
Stunned. Is that just stunned? Okay, right. I'm going to. So yeah, fair enough. So that's that. Who's next to move? It's going to be Cade.
It's me, Mark.
Bowman.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've not got this in the right order again then.
You can sort it by number. If you click the arrow with the lines, it'll
because
sort
they're
it.
showing us this. There's one showing us the same. Sorry, go for it, Dave.
If I stay on the corner, can I shoot round and still have a bit of cover? So if I sort of move,
you would have if you pop out. Yeah, you can have 3/4 cover.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try for one of the. It makes sense to shoot one that isn't stunned. Actually, see if I can take him out. So I'll go for the one on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, I've got a tool, haven't I? Let's do this.
I'm a tool.
Heard that rumor. Oh, wait a minute, it's not.
Feet, isn't it? Not meters.
Yeah, how can you change that? Can
3
you change
feet
that?
to a meter.
Mark can change it in the settings, but
I'll play with it for next time.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just count it. So 1, 2, 3.
3.
17, 18. 18. I think that's still.
For blaster carbine, I think that I think it's the blaster carbine you're using.
Yeah.
Short range.
It's short range. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's beats 6.
23.
Oh,
That beats 6. Roll your damage.
Just a little bit.
17.
Right, he gets 3 dice back. Dun, dun, dun. 6, so he gets 12. So
Beat by 5. Stunned again, I think.
Wounded.
Wounded. Thank you,
wounded. So he's not getting his go, which is nice.
That was the plan.
Yeah. So yeah, that's worked successfully, and you can happily stay there. Right. So moving on next, which is
Unless Mark,
Yeah.
because I'm just looking at the chart in front of me.
Yeah.
It says effect on armor lightly damaged.
what
Are they
says that?
wearing armor?
Yeah, they are.
So I've just got this chart in front of me, this damage
Yeah.
chart, and it says so if it's a strength roll, they're wounded. If it's an effect on armor, it's lightly damaged. So if your armor's lightly damaged, it loses 1 pip off its effectiveness.
Yeah, I've never done the armor damage rules.
Okay.
It's now it's just found it too hard. But yeah, you're quite right to say that. But I say unless you'd like me to, I've never done just like I prefer it to be like D&D, where it's just like your armor just is.
Okay.
If that's all right with everyone. But it does mean you can steal their armor if once they're dead. You can make a suit. You can easily make a suit out of the remains.
Armor.
I can't see who's next because I've got
Koda.
a million entries. So Koda.
Right. What's the range on the grenades?
Grenade range. Firearms. Grenades.
grenade range. Sorry, it's
The blast range is 20 feet.
it's-
You can throw it 12.
Feet.
I've got
the detonator. Grenades you can throw grenades a lot further. The Star Wars grenades are really little.
Yeah, so the three. Its personal range is 3, short range is 7, medium range is 20, long range is 40.
What's the blast range on them?
It's 5 feet.
5-foot
blast radius.
5 meter, what I thought.
Or 5 meters, sorry, I should say. Absolutely.
Oh.
So how
the grenade skill?
How far can I throw a frag or a smoke grenade then?
Frag or smoke can be. It's not on that, but why is it not on there? Missile weapons.
But yeah, so the long range is 40 on a grenade, medium range is 20.
Yeah, that'd be the same for a smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke
I've pulled them off.
Yeah.
What determines medium range and long range?
Well, it's
Distance,
between the number given is the maximum at medium range or maximum at long range.
Now we've got, so they're 80 feet away from you. Sorry, yeah, and each box is 5.
Yeah,
so
it's 5. So.
Hang on. How many squares? The 16 squares. They're 16 meters away from you as you are now. So you're at medium range from throwing it from that corner. Just doing some conversion.
So that's to get it. Grenades don't miss as such, but to get it to land where you want it to land is going to be what is it? Medium range.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an 11 plus.
All right, let's fuck it. Let's throw frag.
Do it.
And that'll be
Need.
Grenade 26. Yep, that lands exactly where you want it to land. So where do you want it to land?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. There's nothing they can do about it. They can't beat 26 with the dodge. So can we have 5 dice damage, and that affects them all?
You can. As soon as I figure out how to do that. 5 dice damage. I mean, I can just. Oh, right. I'll just roll my grenade again. As a.
Yeah, it's at 5 dice. So you've got 21 damage. I'll roll them individually, but one of them only gets. Oh no, that doesn't count. So they get to roll an extra dice because it's physical damage. So they get to roll 4.
Don't they get
So
minus 1d because they're stunned?
The stun gives them minus. I'm trying to think if that counts towards. That was the one thing I didn't know if it counts towards strength rolls
Oh, okay.
or not.
Sorry.
What did you do damage-wise, Andy? Did you say
21.
21?
Hmm.
12. So you've done 9 more than the troopers, which is
Incapacitated.
dead or incapacitated. They're out of the game.
Wait.
Yeah, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. So they're out of the
More
way.
than-
Dio's asking if asking you to follow him again because he's an annoying little shit. So I assume can I assume sorry, that you're going to follow the droid? He's getting more and more excited now. He thinks he's nearly there.
Yeah.
So right.
Does the grenade trap go off behind us at any point, Mark? Do we hear that go off in the background?
I'm going to say yes, because they would have been. They are following you slowly. So I'm going to say yeah. There was a good chance that. Let's roll it anyway. Roll 5 dice for us, Tom. That's what the damage would be. There would have been 3 stormtroopers.
Grenade there. Boom. 11. They're not great.
No, that wouldn't have stopped them. They all shrugged that off. I'll get 16.
But we know they're
You
behind
know
us.
that there's more
Which was the point.
stormtroopers coming behind you. Yeah, absolutely. So it's acting. It's basically if you hang around in the same place for very long, they're going to find you. Is effectively what you're getting from that trap going off. So next, let's see. When I keep closing the book because I'm a nipple, and there's no need for it. Right, so you come up to a blast. You come round a corner again. There's like a 60-meter. It's still a branch corridor going what you suspect to be south east. You come to a junction. You can see there's a door going off. It would be what you suspect to be southeast. It's a blast door. It's sealed. There is also another tunnel, but you see Dio run dart ahead, look round, come back and shake his head. So it looks like, unless you want to see if you want to see what the robot's going on about, you can go and have a look. Alternatively, you can try and open the blast door.
If we have somebody strong enough to try.
Yeah.
Can I go and have a quick
The
look?
mechanic.
How far away is it?
Well, you're by the door now. The tunnel carries on, and there's another corner. That's where Dio's nipped around and come back again. He says that's not the way. So the only way is this sealed blast door. But you're right at it now, and there is a computer terminal by it.
When you say computer terminal, that's to plug a computer in, or for me to try and get the door to function.
Either a droid can do it, or you can log in. You can't log in wirelessly. This thing's too old, but you can log. You've got a cable you can plug in. You can log in.
And what is the skill to operate this?
To be computer operation. If it says programming and repair, it'll be that. If that's all there is.
Oh, okay. So computer program and repair. So Cade will elbow D6 and say, "Come on, get to it."
So
whilst they're doing that, Dio's going to go check round the corner, go and have a look to see what the robot's been looking at,
Yeah,
just
it
to
look-
make
it
sure.
looks
it's
like
clear.
What I was gonna say, I'll go with Dio then. Before we go round, what I'd like to do is use concentrate and then life detection for my sense skills.
right. Yeah, absolutely.
If
What's
I
the
may.
range on the life detect?
Sensory, very easy if the subject has 4 skills, which is how I could sense Cade. Moderate if not. So if they're force sensitive, easy, moderate if not, which is why I need to use concentration.
Yeah.
10 meters.
So go on then. Roll 11. You've done. Oh no, that's not you. Yeah. Roll your force skill.
Okay, so if I'm doing it with concentration, I do get an extra. What we're looking at, I'm getting, so it's an extra 4D, so it's 5D, but it's the second thing. So let me just roll this at 5D, 4D, 17.
That's fine. You needed 11 plus. But there's nothing within 10 meters
Okay.
at this point. When you look round the corner, you can see there's a fresh cave in there.
Okay.
Like the one you were in. I mean, this entire place seems to between yourselves and the stormtroopers firing the blaster cannon, it seems to have made it more unstable than it ought to be. So at the door, what we need is
Computer programming check.
yes, and you can assist. Has the droid got that skill?
Yeah.
Well, whoever's
he has
best.
7D in computer programming and repair.
Well, if you're with him, plugged in, you can add your whole dice. So what's your computer?
Mine's
repair?
5D
4.
plus 1.
5D. So you can add 5 plus 5 to his roll if you assist.
Okay, so I'm going to be rolling security because I've adjusted security on my sheet just for
Yeah.
ease.
No
So
problem.
26 plus 5, 31 is the roll.
Yep. Computer comes on, and it's just it's an access access everything basically. It was a mine. So you've got you've got the lights. You can now control the PA yourself if you wanted. You can also call up a map of the facility if you wanted.
So yeah, I think we've been working on quite limited light, haven't we? So once he realises D6 is in, he'll be like, "Give me lights, get me a map, get this door open. We need to get out of here."
Okay. Well, in that case, all these things you absolutely smashed it with the roll and with the pluses as well. That's heroic level. So it's more than 30. So therefore, I'm going to give you the map of the area.
Cade, can we close and lock all the other doors as well?
I think,
Yeah,
sorry, Mark, go on.
has everyone got the Mazer 291 layout map?
Yes.
So I think you can all guess where you are. We can see there's the door. There's the blue. If we're looking at the map here, you're here.
Okay.
That's the corner there is the where you went round. It's where it says cave and block tunnel. So you've got access. Are you going to open the? Are you going to open the door?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Right.
using the map, I'm also going to instruct D6 to shut the doors that we don't require, because he can probably process this map faster than I can.
Yeah.
So he'll be saying like maybe while I'm turning the lights on and stuff, we're like D6, shut the doors we don't need, get the doors open that we need to get out of here. You know what I mean? It's like it's a combo team, so he's like
Yeah.
turning the lights on and stuff, and D6 is sorting the doors because he knows he can do it faster.
Yeah. Right. That's
Where
a
are
really
we
good
heading towards
idea.
then? Are we going further in?
Well, the is what from you from the map. It looks like Dio's leading you to the main shaft, so it must be he's trying to take you down a level.
Okay. Why, if we've got access to the comms, why don't I shout over the comms that the rebels have been spotted near the entrance? All units head to the entrance.
Yep, you can do that. That'll be a con roll, Dave.
And you're a second-hand
I
car salesman.
think at this point, Boman would be looking at Dio and say, "Do you fancy this?"
I mean, I can give it a go. So mechanically, I'm 3D in con. I'm 4D in bargain.
I'll go for it. Well,
I am going to invest in con.
okay, right.
Yeah, it's a good one for you. It's a good one for a smuggler.
Yeah.
It really is.
Right, I'm going for it.
Go on, do it, dude.
19.
19. Yeah, absolutely. There's, you can hear stormtroopers being very confused on, connections that you can tune in on, because you can now tune in. You can tune with the control of the computer. You can tune into their so you can hear them all going, "Yes, sir. What's?" And there's massive confusion. Obviously, at some point in the non too distant future, they're going to figure out that it was, that what's going on and come after you again. But you've bought yourself some time with that little maneuver. So the door. Oh, I've got to read it. Right. As you open the blast door, it says, the blast door swooshes open in a shower of sparks as it drags along its tracks. An instant later, the ceiling in the tunnel ahead erupts into a raging inferno. The sparks obviously igniting a pocket of gas. As the gas seems to have been blasting out from leaks in the overhead pipes, and it's effectively like a grill, is what you're looking at. The floor is clear. You're gonna have to. You can't walk through because you'll burn your heads off. You will have to crawl.
Yeah.
Dio goes straight ahead, and D6 follows him because it's about 50 centimeters above their heads. They're just rolling on through.
Okay. So I'm going to use the little grappling hook from my utility belt and fire it at D6 and hold on for dear life.
Right then, roll the dexterity. I don't know what it'd be, but
Balls.
give us a dexterity.
I'm not very dexterous. I don't want to. Yep, that sums up my dexterity.
No, you fire, you throw it out, but you don't get it attached to him, so you're going to have to crawl. What I'm going to need, because I mean the heat. Am I assuming you're crawling? All of you crawling in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
I
heat
definitely
is
will.
intense, and it's getting hot. The floor's getting hot now. I'm gonna need some stamina rolls from everyone, please.
Stamina.
It's a strength skill.
No.
Oh, no, I don't want to roll this one either.
Take a 13.
That's right. So what have we got? We've got we've got two shit ones. Right. Cade and Boman, you actually feel yourself blacking out from the heat. You can't go on. However, anybody else who can make a strength roll for me could make a strength roll, easy strength roll, so it'd be 6+. to drag you with them, the ones that passed.
Yeah, so if
19.
Dio saw his brother passing out, he would grab him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I interject a little bit of force here? I'm going to use control pain.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's what's the difficulty on that one, Dave?
Well, it's very easy for wounded or stunned. Easy for incapacitated.
Right. Yeah, you can have a go. Go for it.
Control pain. 9.
9 is not enough. I apologise. But you're not. It's not like you haven't actually been incapacitated. It's not the burns that's the problem. It's you can't get. It's like you can't draw any oxygen. You know, the heat's just draining the the strength out of you. It's not like
Gotcha.
you're not actually passed out, but you just can't move. You're floundering. But see, you're easy enough to drag. So if I could get.
How about 19?
Karrakk, we both, and I've rolled a 10. So
That's enough. It
between
needed
we
to
should be able to
be.
grab one each.
It needed to be 6+. So they drag you through to the other end, where there is another door, and it is also locked. However, you'd opened you'd opened all the other doors that you wanted on the thing, so it isn't locked. So Dio just opens it. You get a beautiful gust of cold come in. Cade and Boman feel this cool breeze. It's like, oh my god, that's wonderful, and you're effectively back. You're back to full strength as soon as you get some cool air in you. Dio's off again, and he seems to be heading towards the main shaft. Are you going to follow him across?
I'm going to turn around to D6 and say, "Don't leave me like that again."
He
As I
looks at you
nudge him.
really. It's like I was following you. Sorry. But at this point, you hear the PA again. And he says, I grow weary, same fella, same bellend. He says, I grow weary of this hunt. You have 30 minutes to throw down your weapons and surrender. After that, I will seal up this mine and watch it collapse excuse me, and watch as it collapses in on itself with you trapped inside. Oh, and by the way, we found your shuttle and destroyed it. Surrender immediately.
Oh,
Yeah. Is that going to affect you in any way? Or are you just going to carry on?
Cade's going to
I
look at
think
his
Bowman
brother
would
and
be
go,
turning round. As Cade starts to be negative about it, Bowman, don't. I'm channeling you now. Don't. We're gonna have to nick his shuttle then. Let's go.
Right. Well, Dio's still leading you to the main shaft. And you as you enter, you realise that you're in the main tunnel. You find you're not going to get hit by the repeating blaster because, as you know from the schematics, the tunnel's taking a kink, a move. They can't see you from where you are, so you're heading down towards the shaft, and the few meters of the tunnel end at a huge, ominous hole, 60 meters wide. No railings or wall guards. The crumbling edge of the Formex floor just drops away into one of the deepest man-made holes in the galaxy. Gusts of smoky wind rise from the depths, 10 or 20 meters below. Noises too drift up. Humming, power cables, bursts of steam, electrical sizzles, and booming explosions. Flickering orange, red, and yellow lights from the fires cast strange shadows on the walls of the shaft. Cables hang from the winches down below into the pits. Pipes, cables, rods, wires, vents, all kinds cover the smooth walls of the main shaft, and cargo nets sway over the chasm from large clips and spikes in the walls. A ledge completely surrounds the hole, and what you are seeing is this.
Whoa.
Oh, damn.
All right. Has everyone got that?
Yeah,
didn't realise
that
we were
looks
playing
amazing,
Descent
man.
into
Yeah.
Avernus.
Yeah.
This appears to be the main shaft. Straight down. You can see there's fires burning away unstoppably at the a few hundred meters down, you really wouldn't want to fall in. It's the impression
No.
you get.
No.
Dio is pointing using his little using one of his little arms down the hole, and he's pointing across, and you can see. I'll just quickly show you this. This isn't a battle map. The next thing I'm going to show you, it's an actual side view of the shaft to give you an idea. So I'm going to move you back in a minute, but this one, imagine the shaft cut straight in. You're at this point.
Oh, I see.
Right, the droid is pointing.
Yeah.
Here. That is, and I mean, it connects to Cade's little computer and says there, next level down there, and he's pointing. But you've got a problem in that it's quite far down, and you don't want to fall in, and you've got 2 astromech droids with you that have to get out. Well, he certainly, Dio does, because he's the only one with the coordinates to get you home. But I'm sure Sam would like to bring
Yes, please.
D6 out as well.
I didn't realize I was going to be punished for bringing him along.
Well, you already have to sort it out. There's already one with you.
See, Andy
And you're
thinking,
gonna have
and I
to
know
fix
what he's
it.
thinking.
So you're looking at. Are you back on? Have I moved you back onto the mine
Yeah.
shaft?
Yeah.
Right. So you
Yeah.
can't actually see the tunnel going away there. I didn't draw it properly, but you know roughly that the angle down with which you've got to go. There's all these pipes, all these struts sticking out. There's all sorts. The stormtroopers are still in confusion, and they've still got to reopen all the doors. You reckon probably give you about 10 minutes. What do you want to
Is there
do?
any control panels where we could potentially control those arms?
Yes, you can see there's a 20 around that. You can walk around the rim. It
Yeah.
doesn't look like you can in the picture, but there's no. Actually, you can see the ledge, the wooden ledge all the way around. You can see at the far side is a control terminal, which you imagine would control the winches. And you can see, as you can see, there's a couple of winches. The ropes look very dubious, but
Who are you going to call?
yeah, and you can see that there's loads up the ceilings, all covered in beams and shite supports. So we need. I just need. I'm gonna have to. Hang on, have I got a drink? Oh, it's gone again. I'm going to get a drink while you discuss how you're going to get down to the next level before the stormtroopers come. I'll be back forthwith.
The idea was Koda's going to fly over with all of our synth ropes, attach it to something, and then we're all going to swing down. Koda and Karrakk can carry the astromechs.
Yeah, you can strap the astromechs to your back. I'm going to say that is a great plan. So what we're going to need is some climbing rolls from everyone, but it's only to prevent disaster, because it's very easy. It's climbing down a rope that's designed for that purpose. So it's not going to be a hard climbing check. So I'm going to set the DC at 6.
29. Can imagine me going like Spider-Man, like upside down.
Oh,
You
Sam.
all get down. So I'm assuming that because with the way that this is, you've done it. You're now you swung across to the side, to the opposite side. Would I be right to say?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to make you. So it's easy enough. You're just going to basically just let go when you get through the, when you swing around the. And so you're all there when you hear the doors opening above and the stormtroopers come through. You see them round the edge of the, the lip of the shaft is now full of stormtroopers. There's about 10 of them, and you can see the man in his ISB uniform with his little badge with the 2 squares, shouting, "So surrender!" You can easily just you can force them to climb down basically by just hiding, getting through the door or whatever.
Yeah. I think Boman would turn around. Yeah, we surrender. Come and get us.
Right, you see, and this is going to have to be an exceptionally good roll, and it's exceptionally bad. You see an object plummet past you and then go off with the most almighty explosion you have ever heard in your life. That was a thermal detonator, but we needed 20 to hit you. And he got 8. Now, yeah, that doesn't hinder you in any way. This door is locked and there is no panel on this side. Shame somebody hasn't got a big key.
If
Kind of
by
door
key
is
you
it?
mean Wookiee.
No, there's something else that you've got that or that you
Oh, he's
might
going to
have.
Qui-Gon Jinn it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, Dio's going to turn around. He's going to look at Gade and just be like, "I think now will be one of those times, brother."
Shame you haven't got it. You're so close. If only you had some way to cut through the door.
E6 has got an arc welder.
You could.
Well, the welders seal; they don't tend to cut.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, Sam.
Can't Karrakk just pull out this plasma cutter that he's been carrying around that Sam had his eye on? And go,
No, fair enough. I'll say if you have without the lightsaber, I will say that there is a locked a locking mechanism that you can try and get around with a
Little buzzsaw.
no, with a security roll.
Oh. Let me just double check. The D6 can't help me out. No. Can't help me, I guess then. Then I've got security.
2D2.
I'm on 4D.
2D.
17.
17. That's enough. You need 15, mate. Door opens with a flash, and you find yourself in a huge cavern. You can see that it used to be sealed. It used to be a completely underground cavern, but there's a hole in the far wall, and through that hole in the far wall, you can hear noises.
Isn't radio static?
No, it sounds like something enormous walking towards you. None of the stormtroopers, by the way, since you've come down here, none of the stormtroopers are attempting to follow. They've totally bricked it. They're not risking falling in. They may have received orders from somewhere just to prevent your escape the other way. Because through the gap you can see in the distance, but getting ominously closer, is 2 all-terrain armored transports, and they're well out of range at this stage, but they're taking ranging shots. And you also see right in front of, as soon as you burst into this, call it a hangar, you see there is a man, which is clearly Taryn, who's unconscious on the floor. There is a wrecked shuttle, which has been blown to smithereens. It looks like he's had a crash landing. But there is also some shapes in the shadows. You can see there's camo netting over something. So that's what you're in. You're in this huge hangar, hole in the wall, 2 attacks coming at full speed, and your shuttle is clearly wrecked. It's not going anywhere. However, there is other things in the room, but you don't know what they are.
Gade, give me arm with this camera net and let's see what's underneath there. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here now.
Yep.
Dio's going mad, saying, pointing to Tyree with his little arm and saying, getting really.
I'll run over to. I'll get the rebel.
Yeah.
Dio passes and he'll chuck you a med kit as he goes.
Right. Well, you and your brother, Cade, you pull off the camo net and it reveals a starship. And judging by the shapes, there's another 3 of them. So there's 4 of these, and they were kind of Y shape. If you can imagine that. Imagine a Y-shaped starfighter, if you can. And its wings are kind of Y-shaped, if you get me.
Is it a Y wing by
It
chance?
would be a Y. There were 4 Y-wing fighters there. What are you
Well,
gonna...
lads, we've got a way out. But can any of you lot actually fly these?
Dio
I'm right in saying these are 2-man fighters, aren't they?
Yes,
The
you can
bombers.
take. So, well, one guy's unconscious. The droids, there's ports for the droids, as you know, so they're not going to take up any space. Just to fly, what Dio will tell you through Cade's pocket computer link is, it says that he has the coordinate, the hyperspace coordinates ready. All you need to do is to fly out of atmosphere. So all you need to do is just to fly fast and straight and away from here until we leave the atmosphere. At that point, he can program everyone's nav computers remotely from one fighter, and you can jump to light speed.
I'm not leaving my ship on this
3D in
planet.
starfighter piloting.
Surely
You've
the
got to
droids can do
be.
that though, can't they?
Dio actually can, even though Sam didn't know he could.
Who can do what?
You didn't know this, but D6 can actually. All this time, he does have limited abilities. He says, "I can fly one of these," and he's actually got 4 dice in Starship Fighter piloting, which you've got no idea how he'd managed to be programmed that way. You didn't do it.
Ooh.
D6 the rescue.
I'll fly
what
one
was
of
it?
them. Dio seems really impressed because he clearly can't. It's like,
Starship piloting, did you say?
yeah, he's got Starship piloting at 4D.
4D.
I've
But
only
it's
got
not
2D.
Sorry, it's Starfighter piloting. It is, sorry, not Starship. It's different. Starfighter piloting.
Isn't that an advanced skill?
No, it's just
I haven't got
it's
that.
there's 3 Starship piloting skills. There's Starfighter piloting, Starship piloting, which is like between Millennium Falcon size things mainly, and then capital ships piloting,
Right,
which is the ludicrous huge things. But yeah, you can do that. So that's whoever's got the worst. Who's got the worst Starship piloting?
I've got
skill?
2D, Sam.
I've got 2D. Oh, I got 2D plus 2.
Right, so droid's gonna fly one.
Got a 13 for mine. I just rolled it.
Who's gonna
If it's a
take?
bit-
Is somebody gonna take Tyree?
See, I've got
Put him in
Starship.
the
Yeah. So
fighter.
So here's a suggestion then. So Boman and Cade getting the starship with D6. Karrakk and Cade, you guys go together. I'll take Dio and I'll take the unconscious rebel because I can fly one of these things, and we'll get the hell out of Dodge. How about that?
Right. That's
Okay.
is everyone happy with that plan?
Yeah.
Right.
But just to be clear, I'm not leaving my ship on this planet, so I will be taking this to the last gambit. I'll be hot swapping, and then we will get the hell out of here.
Okay. Right. That's
Okay.
that's fair enough. So, how many fighters are you taking in total now? Out of
With 3.
you're taking 3 of the 4. Right. In that
And
case,
if we can, I'd like to rig the 4th to explode.
yeah, absolutely. It's not going to take that long. If Sam, do you want to do a
Demolitions check.
demolitions check? Yeah.
Oh, I'm rolling a lot of ones.
Well, you think it's a reasonably easy job. You think you've done it. But, I
Okay.
mean, you're not sure if you're not sure at this point. So, everyone's in the fighters. All I'm going to need is DC 6 Starship piloting rolls. Otherwise, you're going to crash into a wall.
About 13 earlier.
I'm going to roll a technical for D6.
Right,
The
go.
robot.
Mechanical.
But it's just
No,
4 dice.
my technical's 4 dice, see. So it was just
Yeah.
easier
Gotcha.
for me to roll that.
Yeah.
So he
Starship
rolled a 12.
piloting. Okay, Mark, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right.
So far, so good. That's everyone who's pop
Well,
line,
actually,
isn't it?
3. Yeah.
Yep, you've achieved. So you get back, swap some pilots around, get back to the ship, swap some pilots around. DO programs your nav computers. Bang! You have completed Rebel Breakout. I'm going to give you all 10 skill points, and plus, who used their quote? You did, Tom, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So
You did pretty. I think you did pretty well. You avoided. There were some good plans. I mean, so it's 10 for completing the dungeon, and 1 each. You can all have 1 for ingenuity, getting through it quickly, and Tom, you get an extra 1 for using your quote in a relevant moment.
He just hat.
Voice.
And that's it. If you're interested to know what Rebel base you've actually been taken to, there's a full map of it in the Rebel. No, it's not the Rebel. It's the normal source book for First Ed. There's a section called Rebel Bases, and the example base there, I think it's Typhon, something like that. But it's got a map of the it's got a map of the Rebel base where you'll be taken. And when you get there, they're incredibly grateful. You've returned 3 exceptionally valuable Y-wing fighters, which they're chuffed to bits about, and you're all going to get 100 credit reward for for returning the ships and
Maybe we should have threw the other one out.
maybe being pretty Kong. So yep, that's completed. So we can leave the session there. Was that okay?
Awesome, Mark. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, glad it's as long as you enjoyed it. That's